Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are watching the videos. Here I am with the fourth part of the lesson number 26, active and passive voice. And I hope, children, you have watched my previous 3 videos. If not, please watch the previous 3 videos and then only watch the fourth video. Now, before we start, let's recall this basic 5 steps of converting an active voice into passive voice. So what are the 5 steps? So first step, identify. Second, swap. Third, convert. Fourth, add. Fifth, add a preposition. So what you have to identify? Identify the subject, verb, object, and also don't forget, identify the tense of the sentence. Okay? So swap the subject and object, that is interchange the subject to object and object to subject. Convert the verb into past participle form. Add a helping verb before the main verb according to the tense, and add a preposition by before the subject. Now in the previous video we discussed about the simple tense. You also have copied down the formula of passive voice. In simple present tense, we use the helping verb is or am plus past participle form of the verb. In simple past, we add the helping verb was, were plus past participle form of the verb. And in simple future, we use shall, be or will be plus past participle form. Okay, I hope you remember this formulas. If you remember, it will be very easy for you when you change the active voice into passive voice. Then we also had a discussion on the continuous tense. Dear children, future continuous tense is not applicable. Whenever the sentence is in future continuous tense, it is not right to convert into passive voice. It is not applicable. So we have only 2 continuous tense, that is present continuous tense and past continuous tense. In present continuous tense, the structure is or am plus being, B-E-I-N-G, plus the past participle form. In past continuous tense, the structure is was, were plus being plus past participle form of the verb. So remember, whenever you get ing sentence, you have to insert B-E-I-N-G and the past participle form of the verb. Now, here I am going to introduce a new tense, that is present perfect tense. In active voice, the structure is subject plus has, have plus past participle form of the verb plus object. So dear children, there is no problem in this perfect tense because you already have the verb in past participle form and you also have the helping verb has or have. You only have to insert the word been, B-E-E-N. Okay? The rest of the thing as it is. Okay? Swap the subject and object and add the preposition by. So what will be the structure in passive voice? Object plus has, have plus been plus past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. You have to see the object. In relation with the object, you have to change the helping verb has, have. Okay? So let's move on to the textbook exercise 12. Fill in the blanks with passive form of present perfect tense. First sentence, all vacancies in the school dash up bracket fill. So what is the past participle form of fill? Filled. Dear children, these blanks are already in the passive voice. You have to insert the verb in passive voice of present perfect tense. So what is the structure? Has, have plus been plus past participle form. So you have to insert a helping verb has, have. So all vacancies is a plural noun. So you will use the word have. Okay, so the answer is all vacancies in the school have been filled up. Next sentence, a retired army man dash caretaker bracket appoint. So structure, retired army man is a singular noun. So structure will be has been appointed. So the answer is a retired army man has been appointed caretaker. Next sentence, all the old buildings, it is a plural noun. So what will be the structure? Have been. And demolish means destroyed. So past participle form of demolish is demolished. So the answer is all the old buildings have been demolished. Dear children, I have solved 3 sentences. The rest of the 3 sentences try to solve by yourself. Okay? Let's move on to the next exercise. Rewrite these sentences using passive voice. So first sentence, we have bought a new house. Now what is the tense of this sentence? Present perfect tense. So what is the formula? Yes, object plus has have plus been, B-E-E-N. Don't confuse with continuous and perfect. In continuous we use B-E-I-N-G and in perfect we will use B-E-E-N. Okay? And the past participle form. So let's identify the subject, verb, object. Yes, we is the subject, have bought is a verb, a new house is the object. So when we swap it, it becomes a new house has been bought by us. Next sentence, she has booked the tickets in advance. Subject, verb, object, swap it, use the formula. The tickets have been booked by her in advance. Your children, I forgot to add been here. You insert it, have been booked. Next, the doctor have prescribed an expensive medicine. Subject, verb, object. An expensive medicine. So dear children, tickets, has been prescribed by the doctor. An expensive medicine has been prescribed by the doctor. Let's move on to the last exercise. Here in this exercise you will have miscellaneous tense, that is mixed tense. So stick on the basic 5 steps. Remember the basic 5 steps. Remember the structure. Okay. So when you are identifying the subject, verb, object, also identify the tense of the sentence. So let's move on to the first sentence. Mrs. Rao was narrating an interesting story. So here the subject, verb, object is Mrs. Rao, subject, was narrating, verb, an interesting story. Now after identifying the subject, verb, object, the next is identifying the tense. So was narrating is which tense? Past continuous. So what is the structure of past continuous? Object plus was, verb plus being. B-E-I-N-G plus the past participle form. So what will be the answer? An interesting story was being narrated by Mrs. Rao. Next, she has shown great kindness. Subject, verb, object. Which tense is this? Yes, it is present perfect tense. So structure is object plus has have plus been plus past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. So answer, great kindness has been shown by her. Next, firecrackers pollute the air. Subject, verb, object. Which tense? Simple present tense, and the structure is object plus is am plus past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. Yes? So the answer is the air is polluted by firecrackers. Dear children, I have solved the 3 sentences. Yes? I hope you will try to solve the rest of the sentence by yourself. Dear children, go through all the 4 videos to understand this lesson thoroughly and clearly. Okay? Thank you.